Alright, to the tavern, because I want to buy 30 days worth of lettuce.
Well, you guys aren't in the tavern right now.
No, I said to the tavern. We have to trade there.
At the end of last session, you all met up in the market after doing your little separate jobs. Frost abused and then helped a homeless man.
I never actually shoved it up his ass. I just want to clarify that I did not technically.
Verbal abuse is still abuse.
Verbal abuse is still abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zakonis had his bow stolen and a little bit of gold, but sleep in a wooden
A little
area.
nap.
And yeah, he managed to find himself a carrot that never ends. You do have the never-ending carrot now. That's the thing.
Never-ending carrot.
Pearl helped some old ladies cross the street.
Can I have some never-ending lettuce?
And she got a ring instead of payment. It's a nice looking ring. It's a very expensive ring. And Jay Veal polished some monocles at Bike Vocal's house. And had a nice little chat with his housekeeper. Now they're at the market, and we did leave off as you all smelled this very expensive perfume and witnessed someone walking away from the market in that direction. But it's what do you guys want to do? This is up to you. You're in the market now.
I look if they have cheaper lettuce than in the tavern.
Lettuce has a universal cost in the whole world.
Well, in that case, we can skip the tavern. I'll just buy 30 days worth of lettuce, which is 3 meals per day. Are we saying a month is 30 days or 28?
You can't buy 30 days worth of lettuce because by the end it will be rotten, and you will be eating rotten lettuce.
You never said it had to be fresh.
For your own health, I would suspect you'd want it to be fresh.
I gain strength from it. I can't see how this is bad for me.
Anyway.
How many days of lettuce can I buy?
You can buy... Seeing
You
as
won't be.
refrigerators don't exist and you don't have a salt pile to keep it fresh in, you could probably buy 2 days worth of lettuce.
Hey, I'll buy 2 days worth of lettuce, which means 6 times 5 bronze pieces, I think, right?
You wouldn't get any sustenance out of eating rotten lettuce because you just throw it all back up again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jay.
I'll take the 2. How was it?
Fair.
2 or 3 days? 2 days, right?
2 days. You can buy 2 days worth of lettuce for.
It was 5 copper for 1 meal last time.
Okay, so
30 copper. It just means
you're only gonna eat 6 lettuces.
it's like 1 meal, right? 1 lettuce is 1 meal. Hopefully.
What does constitute a meal of lettuce?
A meal of lettuce.
The way I look at it is, if you go to a nice steak place,
Yeah.
they do you like what one of those. They do want you one of those wedge salads where that's like what, about a third of a head of lettuce. There's a wedge in a bowl, and that's a side.
That's a side.
You're having that with steak and chips.
Just
So you got to have a whole head of lettuce for it to even start to
Can we just
constitute a
say
meal,
so?
surely.
So you.
I'm already trying to eat 30 days worth of lettuce without.
But if you want to include snacks, because you're gonna need snacks, you're only eating lettuce. So
I can just take long rests.
You're gonna have
instead.
to. I'm gonna say. You need
Yeah,
at
Devil
least.
says 21 lettuce a week seems a bit excessive.
No, you need at
I
least
agree.
5 lettuce per day.
Fuck you, Faye. How much? Wait, let me just do the math real quick. This means 28 days, which means in total I will eventually need 140 pieces of lettuce.
Yeah.
Times 5 copper.
You're gonna have to make
So
some money. What can I
70
say? You're gonna have to
gold
make
pe-
some money.
This will cost me 7 gold.
Yes,
the end.
but you do get
this is
plus
fine.
1 to strength. So I think
This
that's
seven,
a good deal.
I
That is
have
a very
Yes,
good
it's
deal.
fair.
yes, I have 130. Okay, this is fine. So, 10 heads of lettuce,
You want to buy 10 heads of lettuce? Okay.
and that means I lose 5 silver pieces.
Yeah, there is luckily a lettuce vendor who has enough lettuce for you in the market. I'm I have in my notes somewhere the shops.
Are we
that
saying
are in the
28
market.
days?
Yeah, 28 days. That
28 days. I'll have a counter next to it saying 2 out of 28.
notes. If you want to look around the market, that's what you guys are doing. Then I. What is got? We've got a lot of things at the market, guys. Yeah, there's pretty much anything, any sort of shop that you would want. If you're looking for just general supplies or, a couple of weapons or
Any better short swords that I can buy, like better than my current ones.
Well, you're gonna have to go and talk to some shop vendors and find out.
With attack damage, I'm saying. I don't know the items too well. Where were items again?
It doesn't matter. I've got the list of the items that I've got, and whatever items you can find doesn't matter.
Where do I see armor? Because I heard I should get studded leather armor, I think.
Well, you could probably find armor if there's an armorer around.
You said there's everything you would need.
Well, at a market, so
Have you never been to Riften?
So the all this social contact and making new friends and being out in unfamiliar places has somewhat exhausted Javiel. He's it's been exciting, but also he does find it a challenge to be be putting himself out there and meeting all these new people. So on return to the group, he's happy to see the rest of the group.
Welcome in, Dark.
And I'm glad to get everybody back together again, and is keen to sort of stick with the team as we make a mooch around the market. But is a little bit withdrawn, not quite as rambunctious as perhaps he came across at first, and is largely just tagging along to start with as people discuss where they want to go next and all the rest of it. He's happy just to go with the group for a minute.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, you guys can decide.
While he quietly munches on a pie.
Just eating a pie. Yeah, you guys can decide where if you want to find a shop. What are you saying?
I not for anything. I don't need to do anything specific right now. I got my lettuce.
You've already bought your lettuce.
I've already bought my lettuce, so whatever you guys want to do.
Did I notice, or could I pinpoint, an area where the smell is coming from?
Yeah.
Or I guess first question would be, do I identify that smell as the same smell I was in the little forest area?
I don't know. Do you? It's pretty similar, I would say.
Yes, the perfumed lady. I'd forgotten that's where exactly where we left it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I want to see if I can identify exactly what direction the smell is coming from. Kind of follow the scent.
Yeah, it's pretty much coming from the east on this map. So
Can I just point out that "Pursue the Perfumed Lady" sounds like a bad Aerosmith B-side.
I might have an idea. If we can't track it, we could alternatively find a shop that would sell perfume, and then if you could find a similar perfume, maybe it's a rare one and not a lot of people buy, and you can ask for tips as well.
From the
Well, yeah,
we can try to smell the direction, but since you got the smell, you can if you find like buffoonery or whatever it's called, and then ask like you sample all the bottles you can find until you smell a similar one. And you're like,
Basically, it's coming from this direction.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. Zerkonis gonna put 2 and 2 together and kind of follow that direction to see if he can't find the.
Okay.
Find the lady. He's wanting his bow back.
Okay. Well, are you gonna just go off and try and find her?
Just kind of go that way. I'm not gonna completely leave, but I know this last time I was alone with her. That ended badly. So.
I can join Zirconis because last time he left alone, that didn't end quite too well. So maybe it's best if we do not ever go out alone. Also for narrative sake.
Ohio Gamer Sledge. O genki desu.
I don't feel
Genki
at the
desu.
party like Zoe said last
Anata
time.
wa?
Like golden rule D&D.
Irashaimase. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Yeah, he's not going to go completely off. He's not going to leave that market circle there, but he's just going to kind of go towards that area.
Right.
Okay, so what? You just sort of go over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can move your things around.
Can we?
Okay. Can't move him.
You should be able to.
No.
Don't know why. Everything should still be connected to you.
You small lad, move.
Oh, okay. They've all reset for some reason. Just reassign them to you guys. I don't know why that happened, but
So it might be like a default it does whenever it closes.
yeah, maybe.
There, no, I can
I
move
desu.
mine.
Yokatta ne. Got you up with the support alert while I work and the BBG twerks. Don't
I want
want
to be able to have these guys
good
with
luck.
him.
Appreciate you, gamer. Appreciate you.
He kind of knows he doesn't want to leave the group because they just got back together, but like he's just kind of anxiously following the area. Like that smell is very familiar.
Okay, well, yeah, you sort of get over here, and because Frost has been buying his lettuce, and you guys sort of were deciding what to do.
Can I try buy salt as well?
You can't. No. you can't see the woman anymore. She's gone. But the smell is sort of coming still from this direction.
Activate your witcher senses, Zirconis.
Yes.
A storm.
Kind of shrug it off.
We can still ask if there's a certain person that buys this fragrance a lot. In any of the near shops.
Zirconis will just kind of, the meantime, is there like a weaponsmith nearby, or anybody who sells any kind of weaponry?
Yeah, you have a look, and there is a little stall with a couple of swords and stuff like that, a couple of shields, nothing too fancy.
Any upgrades for me? Can I ask?
Probably not, but a definite answer out of character. Hopefully you guys will be moved here now.
Yes.
Have you all got your little guys?
No. Oh, there we are. Yeah,
Let me zoom out.
they are. Wow, these people are jumping.
There we are.
There we go.
Can you control these ones? No.
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 Why? Why is this being so annoying?
You, Tina from Bob's Burgers, weird moan.
Can you?
Oh,
Have you guys not got in your like little thing? You can't just put the tokens down yourself.
No. I can draw a circle, I think. Can I move that? Beautiful. I can move a circle.
There we go. Yep, I got him.
Yeah, I can't redo them. This is annoying.
We can alternatively just use colored circles.
Moved.
Wait, I get freehand as well. So.
Okay. Yeah, this one here is the little weapons store.
What the?
Frost!
What is that?
Frost, honestly.
I was trying to draw a stick. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, this one over here to the left is the little weapons store.
Okay, yeah, so I'll move over that way. Do I see any, like, bows? I usually prefer long-ranged weapons.
Yeah, there's a couple of, like, just normal bows. They look okay. They're not great or anything. They're just sort of...
My bow.
Yeah, there's like a short bow and a long bow. Sitting around.
He will ask the shopkeep. There is a shopkeeper there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, never know. Could be left alone, you know. He'll ask the shopkeeper, "How much for the longbow?"
The longbow, my friend, that will be 20 gold.
Kind of grunt to himself, but he'll again, it's like technically this is 30 gold because 10 that was stolen from me, but he knows that's
that,
not
my friend. Were you what?
Nothing. No.
No? Oh, okay.
Zakonis, if
I'll
you
take it.
Yeah, you want to buy the bow?
Sure.
And he hands you this sort of it's just a normal bow, just a normal short bow.
yeah, kind of inspect it a little bit and just be like, it's
Oh
he's
no,
not.
wait, longbow you wanted, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
longbow.
yeah, he gives you a longbow then.
He'll inspect it over everything, just make sure it looks good, but he doesn't seem like he's getting swindled or anything. His trust is definitely low now. But he'll hand over the 20 gold on the counter and walk away.
Sweet.
I'm just doing a little lap.
Yeah.
While Zakonis is at the store, I'm just doing a lap and just taking in. I'm coming all the way around here. I'm not interacting with anybody yet. I'm just window shopping, seeing what stalls there are. So what have we got here in the market? What type of stalls have we got?
Okay, so there's
I'm gonna do a little
obviously
recce
the little weapons stall that you just came from.
just down here. Yeah.
There is like a general store with just a random load of stuff that you could ask for. There's like basically most of them are these little general stores with just different little trinkets and stuff that they've got.
Okay.
Yeah, and there is also like a little sort of temple-looking stall that sells like little idols and stuff like that. And there's like an adventuring supplies sort of store, maybe something that you wouldn't get from a general shop, but isn't like anything specific.
Yeah, a little bit more specialist to being out and about. And obviously, there's the lettuce supplier.
Oh yeah.
Wherever he was,
Yeah,
or
the
they
lettuce
were.
suppliers.
Yes.
They just sort of walk around handing out lettuce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it's basically street food around these parts.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Get you
Also,
bloody lettuces.
Can I maybe go to the little temple-looking store? Maybe roll for history, see if there's anything similar to something out of my past, relic from that, like my homeland.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just decide that this one is the history store then, I guess. The temple store.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll history, which has a negative
What are you
3.
looking for, though? What are you looking for?
Maybe the old lantern. They were very common. The flame would never die out once lit, unless you like manually extinguish it. But it would like a blizzard could be incredibly fierce, or even sometimes magic, and it would not extinguish.
Yeah, they don't have any of those here.
Yeah.
It's just like little statues of gods and little like religious-looking artifacts.
Can I see if there's any statue depicting Puck? Our Supreme Overlord.
Give me a religion check.
Let's see, where is religion? Where is religion?
Should be right next to persuasion.
Ah, there we are. 10.
10. Yeah,
Did I have
there's
something?
there's a tiny little wooden statue of an owl that has really, really wide eyes that are like way too big for its head, and this little like it looks sort of like a cloth shirt, but it's like painted bright yellow, and in tiny little letters there's just
Alright.
P-U-K painted on the front.
How much for the statue? This little owl, wooden owl idol?
You want the little wooden owl statue?
Yes.
That'll be 1 bronze, please.
I
You mean
love
copper?
Face's roleplay voice.
Yes. It's like copper then, right?
Yeah, copper, bronze, copper, whatever.
That sounds like a steal. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, okay. There you go. And it's literally like it's tiny, super small. But it is an owl, and it has eyes too big for its head.
I'll name it Idol of Puck in my inventory.
Okay.
Now, if I ever need to ask anything of the god, I can be like, I bought this specific. The first thing I did once I got to the market after upping my strength was buying an idol of you.
Jay, Pearl, do you want to do any shopping?
I kind of look at Pearl, and I feel like me and Pearl are both quite quiet today. Since we've got back. So I say, Pearl, while the other lads are off shopping, do you want to come for a wander with me, or see if we can, I don't know, find anything interesting, find something fun? I was like a little bit of shopping to cheer me up. You don't seem quite yourself today.
I'm just tired. There was a lot of old ladies.
Yeah, no, I understand. Me
A lot
too.
of walking. And the horses. I don't think the horses in this town like the old ladies. I don't know if there's some sort of conspiracy going on between horses and old ladies, but as soon as they stepped foot in that road,
Did
The
somebody
horses
say
just went-
conspiracy?
Well, well, I'll tell you what. I know some really good little pick-me-up recipes. Why don't we see if we can get some supplies in? I saw a few general stores when I was on doing me rounds. Why don't we go and have a wander over and see what they've got?
sure.
Okay, pootle. We have a little pootle, and I think I'm going to go to. Oh, why haven't all these? Okay. This looks like the sort of place I might get pick-me-up supplies. I'm going to stop off at this one.
I almost put Pearl on top of one of the NPCs. That would have been really awkward.
All right, I'm just for clarification. I'm sitting down at the crate. I'm not publicly embarrassing myself. I'm just leaning against it, sitting on it.
Okay.
I know that might the other character not stand on it, but I'm just sitting down.
So you guys come over to this store here, and
We do. And afternoon. Hello. I'm generic shopkeeper number 3. Sorry.
I wasn't going to do that voice, but now, hello! How you doing, me love?
I'm good, thank you. Lovely. What a fine stall you have.
Thank you.
We're both feeling a bit low energy today. I don't suppose you happen to have any local produce or something I can whip up into a little brew. Anything that might help with our energy levels?
We've got a favourite round here. I'll just. If you look at this little vial, and she pulls out a little vial.
Oh, my intrigue is instantly peaked. As soon as anybody pulls out a little vial, I'm on it.
It's a vial. It's the liquid inside is mostly just see-through with a little green tinge to it. And she says, "This here is concentrated lettuce."
It's funny you should mention that. I had just thought this afternoon. A friend of ours has developed. He's right there. Oh, a friend of ours has developed what I can only describe as an unhealthy obsession with lettuce. And I was thinking about some sort of lettuce reduction. But that's fascinating. Okay. Do you mind sharing the recipe, or is this a tightly held secret? Is it local specialty? Or?
It's an old secret, I'm afraid.
Please share the recipe for this lettuce thing.
I can't share the recipe.
How long does this lettuce potion last? Like, how many days can I keep it in my backpack without it?
Can I just ask, how many of these do you have?
Oh, I've got 3.
3? I wish I could tell you how tempted I am to buy all 3 and just down them right in front of Foss.
No,
Dude.
I don't feel that's how my character rolls, but it's definitely how I'm rolling
My
today.
character will do.
Okay, I tell you what, I say, well, it's me and my friend Pearl here could definitely do with a pick me up. So how much are they, first of all? Did you tell me already? I'm sorry.
They're 10 silver each.
10 silver each. Well, I'll tell you what, Pearl. Do you want me to get one of these for each of us? Frost, I'll get you one as well. Why not? I know you're
Nice.
partial to a lettuce or two.
Yes.
I'll get a round in of these
Before
lettuce.
you get it, can I ask how much would you say this does in daily intake of calories? Like, would it fill me up for an entire day, or is it just like a meal?
Oh, well, I wouldn't think a drink would be sufficient for a meal.
Well, it's a special potion, right? So it might have been, but
It's concentrated lettuce.
does it reduce, because it's concentrated, reduce the amount of days it takes?
I don't know.
For
Fuck
me,
around and find out.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well,
All right.
I lean into Frost and go, Frost, from my experience in these local stores, I do quite a lot of trading around these parts. I tend to find the best thing to do is just quaff it and see what happens. It's never done me any harm so far. And then I have a slight twitch.
Well, Javiel, you seem like a trustworthy guy. I don't usually do too well with trading. I tend to buy the first price that comes up, as I did with this little Puck statue that I just got. I don't know. Do you know this D&D, by the way? Story for another time.
Wow, that's
trust you.
Just some
I
history
trust
for
you.
you guys. Just to tell you guys, Puck isn't like a super well-known god in this world, but
okay.
Puck does have some followings among people and is known of in the world. So
Can I show the idol of Puck to possibly like I'm part of the
if you decide that you want to know who Puck is, then you can. If you don't want to know who Puck is,
yes.
then
I would love to know what you've written up for Puck, but I'll leave it to the others.
Right now, I'm going to drop 30 silver pieces into the shopkeep's hand and do this transaction. We're going to do this transaction. I'm hoping a lettuce shop might pick me up a little bit. 30 silver pieces, does that translate into... How many gold does that translate into? It's 3 gold, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Sorry, I'm still working on the exchange rate. I'm from out of town. Okay. Right, so I've just spent that 3 gold. Thank you very much for it. And while I take them from her, I ask her, I don't suppose you happen to know the landlord of the Nagelslag Tavern, do you? We're supposed to be meeting him later, and I just wondered if you were familiar with him.
Oh, you've got a meeting with him? Wow.
Well, I mean, maybe meeting's a little strong.
We didn't arrange it.
Important person if you've got a meeting with him.
We'll
Is he difficult to get to meet him with then?
Oh, we all love him round here, but no one ever gets to meet with him.
If I don't get in, I'll just smash the doors to his office.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Is he that strong?
Oh, I just wouldn't want to test him.
How would you know if you've never met him? You could be
he's a nice guy, but he seems very scary too.
Have you got any advice? If we wanted to secure a meeting with him, have you got any sort of advice as to what we might be able to do to get his attention? Does he have any interests? Does he?
Oh well, he spends a lot of time out of town these days. So the only real way to get a meeting is to talk to his bard.
We did.
We did chat to his bard, and
if his bard is,
he recommended we come back.
He is, then I am pretty sure that I will not win a fight. Actually, so I probably won't smash the door.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. Do you know anywhere around here that specialises in? I mean, thank you for the lettuce potions. I'm going to have a look at else. What else have we got on this stall, by the way, aside from the concentrated lettuce pick-me-ups?
Can I have the potion?
What can I see? Yes, you. Yeah, get it down, you mate.
I instantly consume the potion.
Okay, you don't.
And then smash the bottle on the floor. Does anything special happen? Like my amount of days gets reduced, or
you don't feel any different. But that's about it. Also, everyone is now looking at you in disgust because you smashed a glass on the floor.
Yeah. I'm quietly wondering to myself, why does this guy need to pick me up? He's not in a low energy place.
Hal's just going to kind of lean a little bit closer to the market stall owner and just sort of in a sort of more hushed tone, just be like, do you have anything that might calm someone prone to anger?
Calming?
Like some calming tea or something. Or, maybe something stronger, just in case someone needs calming down
knock someone
really
out
quickly.
instantly.
Well, I've got. She just sticks 2 tea bags in front of you. Says, "I've got these tea bags. These might work."
What are they made of?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh. What do they do?
They calm people down. They calm people down. That's all you need to know, my love.
How much are they?
I tell you what. You seem like you need them, so you can just have them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You get the sense that this is a really sort of shady, underhand deal that she's not supposed to be doing. She's being very quiet about this and shiftily looking around to make sure nobody else sees these tea bags.
I smash the table and say, something suspicious about this. What is inside of them?
Do you
Yeah, we're
smash the
completely
table?
ignoring you.
Yes, I do
Give me a
smash
perception check.
it. Do a perception check if I smash the table? What else would I do?
We're speaking in hushed tones.
You have to do a perception check to see if you actually see this transaction
18!
happen. 18. Unfortunately, you do see it happen.
Yes!
Her stealth was a 12.
Wait, Can I roll stealth against it as well?
No. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you can roll stealth against it.
Go on, perfect.
Come on.
Natural 20, that's stealth.
You hide.
That's not as good as a natural 20.
What do you
It's
get?
an unnatural 20 though. I rolled a 16 and I have a 4 in stealth.
So you got 20.
Nice.
So there you go. 20 beats 18.
Fuck. Can I roll for stealth too? Because I'm experienced with like stealth tricks.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
Then you can roll stealth, but you are out in the middle of the day. I don't know what you're trying to be stealthy about, but you can.
I love the idea that you just bang the table and then gone, oh no, it was nothing. Sorry, and then just try and sneak off. Just comes crashing into conversation.
I don't
Bangs some market stuff.
I don't sneak off. I was just like, maybe I could understand some of the stealth tricks, but I guess I'll take the loss. And in that case, I don't actually slam the table, so I have not embarrassed myself.
Okay, you don't embarrass yourself.
Oh.
Because I don't get the interaction, so I got
Javiel was asking.
I beg to differ, sir. That you've already smashed the vial on the floor.
I would, yeah, okay, but I won't embarrass myself any further.
Right. That might be all we can hope for here.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
For now.
She's got a couple of because you know about this stuff, you can recognize a couple of these potions, sort of lesser healing potions. She's got a backpack, she's got a rope, she's got a rope, but also not attached to the rope. She has one of those grappling hook attachments that you can tie onto stuff. She's got a couple of shovels, a pickaxe, just stuff like that, just some gear. If you're looking for anything specific, then you can ask me and I will see if she has it or not.
So I'm just reminding myself what I have in my bag here. I have to say, the rope and hook looks pretty handy. I know we're going to be heading out into the world soon. So, how much for the rope there and the hook? That rope's a beaut. How long is she?
The rope is 50 foot long.
Oh wow, great. Is it? Yeah, no, I'm not going to get into rope well, to be fair, no, my character would get into rope dynamics. Is it a dynamic rope, a static rope? I'm trying to assess its suitability for climbing and things.
It's.
DM just quickly goes, which one would you need for climbing?
There's a hempen rope. There's a thick, sturdy-looking rope. There's also one that looks like it's made out of some sort of silk material as well.
Silken rope. I'd go for the more load bearing, the non-decorative rope, please.
Okay.
And I'll so how much for that and this grappling hook here?
I don't know if they're useful if you use them right.
But the rope is 1 gold.
1 gold, yeah.
And the grappling hook is 2 gold.
2 gold. I'd tell you what, if you could do both for 2 gold, 5 silver, I'll clear this vial up and I'll take my friend back to the tavern.
That sounds like.
I'm sorry.
Deal.
Sounds like a great deal. There we go then. So
yeah, you now have rope and a grappling hook that is not attached, by the way. Just so you know,
problem.
It's a separate piece of metal that is a grappling hook.
That's absolutely fine. Yeah, no problem. It sounds
can
like
I do you guys anything else?
Let me know if you find more of that lettuce.
Oh, don't
extract.
you worry. If you come back, I'm sure there'll be some more lettuce.
Great. Then you'll hear from me.
I shoot Pearl a look, and just quickly scoop up the bits of vial from the ground. Carefully, just hand them back to the shopkeeper in a kind of sorry about that.
She kind of
Hand her the
looks at
bit.
you, like putting broken glass in her hand, and is like, why have you done this?
Sorry, have you got anywhere to pop this?
And now you've both got glass in your hand, and she's like,
Oh, she's taken some. Okay, I thought she just looked at the glass and didn't take it. Okay, we've got
Does
a
he take
bit
damage?
each.
Does Javiel take damage?
no, just she just sort of looks at like a little box that she's got under the stall and just sort of just dumps it in there. You can put it in here.
Thank you. Sorry about him. Sorry. And yeah,
Can
and
I roll
I just
perception whether or not
start
I heard
motioning
that?
Frost away.
Can I roll perception whether I heard him apologize? I will not. I promise. I will not do anything. It's just I will remember it for later.
Jay,
No,
I mean,
might-
how loudly were you saying that? Were you saying that at normal voice level?
No, it was a whisper.
Oh, okay.
It was an under the
But
breath
I
thing.
am standing next to him.
What's your passive perception, Frost?
6.
No, is that your passive perception?
I have a proficiency in perception.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking. Your passive perception is your passive wisdom.
Ah,
is 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, I think you would have heard it.
I'll
Okay.
remember that then.
Okay,
For a future encounter.
just writes offended on his character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I just kind of right. Should we see what else there is? And then just start generally motioning us back in the direction of Zakonis. Should we? Okay, should we move on then, folks?
Yeah. You guys are all leaving the market, or are you just looking around? What's going on?
Wait,
What's the plan?
Tootle, tootle, tootle.
I'm good to leave if everyone else is. I drink my lettuce thingy.
Okay, Javiel and Pearl feel invigorated by this lettuce drink.
Frost feels even more invigorated.
Frost didn't feel anything. He was already too energetic and invigorated. Nothing happened to Frost.
Thank God.
He's already peaked.
Yeah, Frost is like, if someone on cocaine just sniffed another line and then smashed a table. That's they didn't need that extra line.
Accurate. Accurate.
So you guys are all leaving, yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you
Oh,
planning
okay,
to
this-
go? Where are you planning to go?
Well, what time are we on? Is it almost time? Is it almost evening time? Is it worth us heading back to the Haggle Slag now?
It's
We've
probably
got some more time to kill.
I mean, it's probably getting. We said it was like 2ish, so it's probably getting to around 4 by now. You guys have spent some time just dabbling around in the market,
Taking in the sights.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, it's getting on a little bit. Is it worth us heading back to the Haggle Slag Tavern and go and get some dinner and
Yes, I need
keeping an
to-
eye out for this landlord?
I'd like to keep the letters I have right now in my pocket.
So you've got your 10 letters?
I've written it down as 2 days worth of letters,
Okay.
and then I have like a counter like 2 out of 28 days of
Okay,
supplies.
cool,
'Cause you
cool.
said that the extract did nothing.
The extract do
Concentrate
nothing.
No.
You
No,
may have to eat
fish.
one less lettuce to get the thing, but who knows? Who knows?
2.2 days worth of letters then. I get an extra.
No, you
0.2
don't.
days.
Just let's stop talking about lettuce. You
There's
guys,
only one way you're gonna make me stop, and you know what that is.
yeah, you guys going back to the Haggle Slag Tavern. Here you are.
I think so. Yes.
You're at the tavern.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Can you guys move your things around? Is that?
I can.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Poodle, poodle.
There I am. Yeah.
In the tavern, there's it's the usual sort of it's kind of the same as when you arrived yesterday. It's getting towards evening now. There's quite a few people in there. It's getting a bit busy. Everyone's sort of working, drinking, having some fun. Yeah, you see Cleaver just jumping around, bouncing around, doing his shit.
Shit, I just remembered something about our agreement. I was no longer allowed to drink anything else than water. So I can't have a beer. I can't grab a beer.
Yeah, you can't grab a beer, yeah.
Shit. I guess my character will sober up next session onward.
Yeah, Frost's character is on a hardcore cleanse, by the way,
Yeah.
people at home. If you're attempting to follow on with what's going on, good, fair play to you.
Yeah, basically, Frost has to eat only lettuce for a month, and he will get a +1 to his strength stat.
Which is could be pretty good. You will max out my strength, so
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, so it's basically just a normal evening in the Hagglestag Tavern. You can get some food, you can sit down for a drink, you can...
Can I talk to Cleaver?
Yeah, you can talk to Cleaver.
I'm going to head over to the bar to sit in the serving area of my favourite barmaid, because I have a favourite barmaid now.
Cool.
Plonk. Plonk myself down there. And, there we go.
Alright, so Frost is talking to Cleaver. What are you saying?
So Cleaver, I've started taking up this diet of only lettuce, and I must say I feel incredibly energized. I want to thank you for opening up my eyes.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help. You
don't happen to know any special types of lettuce exist that would speed up this process, do you?
Special types of lettuce.
Like a side quest for a magical bit of lettuce.
I do source my lettuce from a magical place, but it's pretty hard to get to, and it's quite
like
dangerous.
Well,
I don't know if you'd survive it, honestly.
With the power of the lettuce I'm currently eating, I'm sure it's fine. But the power of lettuce...
I don't want to send you on a deadly quest. I don't want to.
Well,
I don't want that blood on my hands,
You're not paying me, so is it really a quest? That's all I'm saying. It's up to me whether I go or not. There's no incentive other than buying lettuce.
I can tell you where I source my lettuce from, but I wouldn't recommend going there.
I don't know if I want to go now, actually. Can I roll insight, see if it's a good idea to go there? Like, if I could, with some struggle, reasonably still survive?
You can ask him about this place, and he will give you...
Can you tell me more about this magical lettuce farm?
It's less of a farm and more of a magic lettuce tree, and the lettuce grows on it. You only get one head a year, but it lasts you for a whole year. It's pretty special. I would be quite disappointed if there was no lettuce when I made my next trip there, but I might be able to do without,
We could share it, right? Have like half a lettuce for you, half a lettuce for me.
I mean, yeah, that's like half a year's worth of lettuce gone for me.
Yes.
But I see what you're saying.
Actually, you could have 75% of it.
75%.
I know it's oddly specific, but because you sourced me this information, I'm willing to give you that much.
Thank you for giving me 75% of my own magical lettuce tree lettuce.
But here's the thing: now you don't have to get it yourself. I get it for you. You don't have to leave. I don't know how
I've
long.
got no issue getting it myself. I'm fine going there and back. It's you I'm worried about.
just can you just tell me the location? I will yet decide if it's worth if it's worth risking my life. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? Like the road, what kind of dangers will I face?
You will find this lettuce tree in the plain of lettuce. It's another plane of existence where the only thing on the planet is lettuce, and all the lettuce is magical. But there's only this one tree that grows the best. Everything else is just kind of like subpar magic lettuce. But this is the tits of magic lettuce.
And how do I recognize this specific tree? Is it like bigger or something?
Yeah, it's the only tree. It's the only one growing on a tree. All the other lettuce is in a very well-kept somehow farm because I don't see any other living beings on the planet. It's just
okay.
lettuce.
So there's no living it's just lettuce. Can the lettuce get hostile?
Never got hostile to me.
All right. And how do I get to this other plane of existence? And
well,
preferably also, how do I get back?
You have to find a doorway to the plane of lettuce. I can't give you mine. Sorry, that's just the rules.
And when will the next when will the next piece of lettuce grow from this tree?
Next year.
I have to wait an entire year, or go right now.
Well, I mean, what? It's like July now. I picked it like 6 months ago, so probably in about 6 months' time.
Well, in that case, you can just have the lettuce yourself.
Oh, thanks. Well, I was probably going to do that anyway.
It would have been a race then, at least.
It would have been a race, but I guarantee I probably would have got there first.
I don't know about that.
I don't have to find a doorway to the plane of lettuce because I already have my own.
I could just follow you. I don't know how perceptive you are, but I can be pretty stealthy at times.
Well, you can try.
Well, I don't have to, because reasons.
Okay,
this idol of... Do you know Puck, by the way?
I know Puck.
This
I'm a
idol
big
spoke to me
proprietor
and
of
told
the
me
Puck.
if I ate lettuce for 28 days and only lettuce for 28 days, I would permanently increase my strength to my absolute physical limit.
I remember saying that eating lettuce would help you feel better and get healthy.
Yes, this god has spoken to me and told me if I eat lettuce for 28 days, I'd get that strength. But given that by the time the next lettuce grows in the lettuce realm on the lettuce tree, it still takes a half a year. I would have already had enough lettuce to increase myself to my physical limit. So, I don't actually need to get it then.
Cleaver says, okay, and just walks off. Just starts, like, entertaining all the other tables and, like, doing other stuff. I go sit next to Javiel. Can I talk to Javiel?
Yeah.
You remember this weird jug you got that allows you to get an infinite supply of every liquid you put in?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Jay-
that was currently...
Jay knows that he's got a jug of alchemy. That's all he knows.
Well, all I know is that it's a jug with water in it right now.
Yeah,
Alright.
so you don't
So
know
there
what
is
it does.
water in the jug,
There's water in the jug, yeah.
and I am aware of this.
Yes.
I heard you got this jug of water, and I don't actually want to pay another gold piece for just a glass of water, so... By any chance...
Well, I understand water is expensive here. Look, I'm happy to top you off from my jug, but I don't think this is a bring your own bottle kind of place. And we are trying to get in with the landlord. So if you don't mind,
we'll do it.
maybe when we go head back to the room, if we stay here tonight, I'm happy for you to top off your canteen from my new jug.
Pay off drinking for now, then. That's fine. Thank you anyway.
No, it's fine. I don't want to upset the landlord before we've even met him by bringing our own drinks.
Fair. That's fair.
And I do have a little thought to myself, like, it occurs to me internally that, maybe I could have saved my my concentrated lettuce and put that in the jug, but I don't say that out loud. I'm very careful to not say that out loud.
Okay. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
No, why would you, David? You're gonna make this so much harder for me.
Oh, don't worry. I've got a whole. If things keep going, I feel like there's going to be a Greek lettuce intervention at some point. And at the moment, I'm already, just having overheard your conversation with Cleaver, worried about you.
Cleaver goes to sit down
me,
next to
Javen.
Pearl.
The idol spoke to me.
Cleaver goes to sit down next to Pearl and just starts talking about like instruments and their history with like
Hell
performing and
yeah.
stuff like that. And so he comes out. So how long you been playing that drum for?
I'm great at maths. Since I was, 7. No, very small.
Very small. That's a good amount
I-
of years. Very small.
This particular drum, I think I was 12 when my parents bought it for me. But before that, I would just kind of drum on anything that I could make sound on. Which is kind of why they bought me this, because I kind of cut up my hands a lot.
Natural born drummer, I see.
Yeah, cave
Well-
walls aren't really made for drumming on, and I found that out the hard way.
No, they're definitely not, are they?
Rocks hurt.
But you play very well. You play very well. I appreciate your voice as well, and your playing was it's beautiful. I feel like you guys are about to have a big adventure, and because I'm sort of here a lot of the time, I thought I could just ask you, seeing as you seem well versed in music and instruments and the like. I thought I could ask you just for a little thing for me personally that you could just maybe do for me while you're out on your adventures.
Okay.
If you just so happen to find any rare or weird or magical instruments, you wouldn't mind just bringing them to me, would you? Out in the travels?
Sure.
I can give you something back for it. You know, I can sort you out. I can do some dealings. I'm not just asking you to give me shit, obviously. But yeah, I've got a you know, an interest in instruments like this. So I was just wondering if you could, you know, if you find anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
And he says thank you and just tumbles off and starts like.
You're welcome.
So Jay, you're sitting at the bar. Taconis, you're doing some stuff, I assume.
Yes.
What are you guys doing, Jay?
I gesture to beat Cleaver and wait for him to hopefully tumble over towards me.
Yeah.
Hi there. Have you any sign of your boss yet so far? Has he been back yet at all?
Boss? I wouldn't. Oh, I don't know about that. I wouldn't call him boss. He's
Partner?
partner. That might be. I don't know. Let's just say
Business associate?
We're friends.
Sounds intriguing.
But yeah,
Complicated.
I'm sure he should be back this evening. So probably about an hour. You got time for some dinner, maybe? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that sounds great. Is he expecting us, or will we need you to give us an introduction? I hear he's and his time is very much in demand.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he'll be happy to see you if I tell him that you're here to see him. You know, if he usually trusts me on these things.
Oh, thank you for that. Can I get you anything? You've been tumbling around so hard. I feel like it must be thirsty work.
Yeah, you can get me a cider, please, mate.
Okay, 2 ciders, please, my lovely. And I gestured to my favourite barmaid.
Coming right up. She just pours 2 ciders.
Lovely.
Gives them to you. Yeah, it just costs the same as beer, so whatever I said that was, I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I I say to the barmaid, I think you gave me these for a gold a tankard the other day.
A gold tankard.
I think that's what it was, wasn't it?
There's no price board, so she just sort of looks around and says, "Yeah, go on."
Okay, two gold. Thank you very much. Sly. This is why you have a favourite barmaid.
Exactly.
Lovely. I'm going to take our beers over to Pearl's table and park it next to Pearl here.
Okay. Takes
I seem to have a natural affinity to Pearl. I think.
He was just drinking and walking around now.
It's the purple clothes.
That's what it is, I think. Pearl, I know this might sound a bit odd, but well, I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm a little bit worried about Frost. His behaviour in the market today seemed very erratic. I was mortified when he smashed that vial right in front of the stall owner.
Maybe he needs something sweet. He's only eaten like lettuce today, right?
You noticed that as well?
Maybe he needs a cake.
A cake?
Cake makes people happy, right?
Do you think we should get him a cake?
Maybe. She's just gonna like lean over, really whisper in your ear, just like, market stall vendor gave me these 2 tea bags, and she said I probably shouldn't know what's in them, but I'm really curious to know what's in them. And I also don't want to give him something that might hurt him. But she said these would calm him down.
Feels like I'm just aware that we're going to meet a very important person soon. I mean, he seems like a nice enough chap, but I just don't want him blowing this meeting. Do you think if should I get some hot water? See if my favourite barmaid can get us some hot water. We can brew one of these things up.
It could be an idea.
Okay, well, I tell you what. I'll ask about some hot water. It'll take him up a little while to heat it up, but yeah, I'll go and have a word. Let's keep this just between us for now, shall we?
Yeah.
So,
Just in case.
Okay, and I poodle off quite surreptitiously to the bar.
yeah, Face, and I am totally willing to go with this. I'm just asking, since tea is just hot water with leaves.
Tea's not going to fuck you up. The tea's not going to fuck up your lettuce thing.
Okay, great.
It's just leaf water. It's okay.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, then I wouldn't have drink it.
Yeah.
At some point, I'll just pray. Is there like a pray to the divines skill that Puck actually interferes?
You can pray to Puck, and maybe at some point, if you pray hard enough, Puck might grace you with her presence. But the gods are fickle.
Pray, now that I'm not doing anything, can I just pray to Puck that my allies may one day understand why I'm eating so much fucking lettuce?
Just offer up a quick prayer.
Yes.
You can pray to Puck. As you pray, you sort of like.
Do I need to roll anything?
No. As you pray to Puck, do you do anything? Are you just holding the little Puck statue, or are you just praying?
Does it have? I can't tell if there's any magical properties. I can't like offer gold that just disappears, right? No.
No. As far as you know,
I'll swear that I stay ever judgmental, just like the divine.
Alright. Well, you can now put down follower of Puck on your character sheet.
Okay, well, where do I?
You can put Puckling in features.
Allies and organizations.
Yeah, put it in there. You can put Puckling on your character sheet.
Can I move up the ranks to become a Puck Lord eventually? So many side quests active for me.
Zakonis.
Moving swiftly on.
Yeah, what are you doing?
He's just kind of stationed, kind of leaning on the edge of the table there, next to where off the scent. He's just kind of... He's twiddling around. He's kind of still anxious. He wants to find the person for his bow, but... He took his bow, but... He's trying to... Just think about something, try to take his mind off of this. So he starts thinking about, like, the egg and the whole reason he came here in the first place. And... You know, maybe out loud, just kind of like... So, when are we gonna meet this innkeeper? The quicker I can get out of here, the better.
Oh, sorry.
Did I do it again, Face?
You're over here. So I'll tell you what. I've ordered my hot water.
Yeah.
And I've made my way over to Zakonis' table. So I presume you're talking. Are you talking to me and the rest of the group now, Zakonis?
I think it's just kind of saying it out loud.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I spoke to Beakley, and he says that the landlord should be along any time. You've had a difficult day, Zakonis. Have you eaten anything? Can I get you anything? I've got some hot water coming over for some tea soon.
I can have some tea.
I was going to offer.
Yeah, that's great.
I just want to get out of here as quick as I can.
Okay, I understand.
You're feeling like anything that's currently upsetting you, Zakonis?
Well, short from being robbed in broad daylight. No.
In a forest.
Confirming my distrust in these people. Yeah.
There were no goblins near there, right? Were there? Just out of curiosity, there were no goblins at the robbery.
Oh,
kind of gives you a little bit of a weird, like, what? Look, but just
making Frost like the most
no
interesting character.
Well, you know, do you not Zakonis? Not all people are bad. I know you've had a rough day today, and maybe we should just try and stick together a little bit more in future.
For example, take us. We are fine people, aren't we?
I mean, just look at Pearl. She somebody tried to make off with her bag the other day, but when we worked as a team, we managed to get the bag back. You know, I wouldn't want today's experience to sour you on people in general. There's a lot of good folks out there. Maybe, I mean, if you asked around in here, perhaps it sounded like your robber was quite distinctive. Maybe somebody knows something. There seems to be a hub of activity.
perhaps.
I think we could ask if the perfume is often sold to a specific person. But
I'm trying to remember where each of us are in terms of characters. Like, I'm trying to remember how we ended up, what information we ended up with at the very end of last week's session. I know we all kind of, a few of us smelt the perfume, and
yes,
but I can't remember how much we narrowed it down.
Back. I think I rolled for that.
You all smelled it at the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Pearl didn't.
Yeah, except for Pearl. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Pearl got it from us.
She was distracted.
Zakonis would remember it from the robbing, I guess.
Yeah, and we know it was there.
Sit
So
down.
it does make sense that we would know.
But none of the rest of us have, because I know it was associated. It was attached to some highborn lady, wasn't it?
Also smelled it during his walk at the beginning of the last session, while he was out in the evening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Zirconis out loud just be like, I can't get that scent. Can't get rid of that scent, that smell. Did you all smell that?
It was very
distinctive.
It was very distinctive. I couldn't place it, but it was certainly unique.
It was the same scent from the person who stole my bow.
Well, perhaps if we can track down where it came from, we might get a lead. I'll ask around and see if there are any perfumeries in the city. I'll see if anybody knows of a scent store. I'm gonna go and shuffle off, and I'm just gonna have a little chat around with the local patrons, seeing if there are any perfumeries in town.
It's a tea here yet.
Yeah, he'll kind of ponder your advice and everything, and your words in his head, and just kind of give you a nod.
Okay. So there we go. So I'm just gonna kind of make my way around the room. This look, you see, we've got some. Yeah, it feels like this table could look good. A few ladies, a few well-dressed ladies, as far as I can tell. Maybe this is where I'll stick my oar in and see what. Hello, lady. Sorry to disturb you. I was just wondering, for a friend of mine, if there was anywhere, you know anywhere in town where you might find some high-end perfume.
Perfume? We import all of ours. None of the perfume here in town is that good, so we get people to buy it from another town.
Oh, where do you go for yours?
If you really want some good perfume, we should go there.
Oh, and where's there?
Well, it's a mining city to the west. It's pretty big. If you haven't heard of it, I'll be surprised because it's a big city. But it's called Genlisle.
Okay. Genlisle. That's very helpful. Thank you. Any particular vendors there? Is it a big perfume town, or is there somewhere you'd go straight to?
Well, because I never go myself, see.
Of course.
I don't know what the shop is. My runner does that for me.
No, and you wouldn't be out with your man tonight, obviously. No. Sorry. Of course. Well, thank you very much. It's very helpful. Thank you, ladies. Enjoy your dinner.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
And poodle back. Poodle.
Okay, so if everyone is just chilling,
I am going to let Zakonis know that I haven't. Before I am going to straight away go to Zakonis. Zakonis, I think I've just been speaking to some well-heeled ladies at the table over there, and they said that if you're looking for the best perfume in the area, then Genlisle is the place to head. Maybe we'll find a lead there. I don't know where we're going to be heading next. I know we have to speak to the landlord, but if we are heading Genlisle way at any point, it might be worth asking around there. That's where apparently all the best, most expensive perfumes here come from. I know it's not much to go on, but it's got to be worth something, right?
You see, kind of give you kind of a surprised but relieved look. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your hot water has arrived.
Excellent.
Do I see they put in the tea bag? Or
So well, hang on. So
No,
the hot water's come over to the table, right?
They brought the hot water over to the table. There's 4 just like metal cups with like handles to drink it out of. They haven't all the water's in a jug, in a big metal hot jug with like a towel thing wrapped around the handle so you can pick it up.
I seeing as the water's approaching the table, I shoot Pearl just a look, and I turn to Frost. Frost, I don't know whether you partake of the pipe at all, but it's been almost all day for me. I was going to just sidle outside and see if anybody had a pinch of tobacco for a pipe. Would you like to join me, take in the air?
I don't particularly like smoking. At least not tobacco.
Well, that's I completely understand. You don't mind keeping me company, though, maybe?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's best we not split up again anyway. So.
Well, I'm only going out the front,
Yeah.
and you're a strong guy. You'll look after me, won't you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And we're just going to wander out the front doors, and I'm going to see if anybody has a pinch of tobacco for my pipe, and we're
Should
just
be able
going
to ignite it
we're-
with my.
we're just going to pop out the front for a minute after my surreptitious look to Pearl.
Yeah, like you go out there and there's a few people just standing around smoking. There's like just a bunch of old guys just sitting at a table, just chatting shit and just smoking. So you can go over there and they'll give you some
Face.
pipage. Yeah.
Lovely.
Does the devil's lettuce count as lettuce?
Yes. It does.
So I can smoke.
Back inside. Pearl
While
and
they're
Zakonis stood at the
once they're
table.
like safely out of the building, gonna just kind of lean towards Zakonis and just put the tea bag in the jug of hot water and just kind of quietly say, "I wouldn't drink this if I were you."
Did I bring my cup?
No.
No, the tea hasn't been served yet.
Tea's not brewed yet.
Just stirring it.
Right.
I like the way me and Pearl are straight on that.
I
It's like,
don't- I
in fact,
don't-
Zoe is straight on that. You can tell the Brits in the group, can't you? It's like
Yeah,
the tea hasn't even been stewed yet.
Serious
Savage.
man. You gotta let that shit steep.
I know.
Like, can we put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold first?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
He's the
lukewarm.
only American in the group.
Yeah.
Well, I don't drink tea.
What?
I don't.
My
like
iced
it
tea.
this way. No, not either. I usually drink water, Fanta, or beer. Well, yeah. About the
So,
devil's
yes,
that
the
that
tea
might
is
be interesting.
steeping.
Can I have before?
Yeah,
Okay,
she's-
so I have a.
she's just
Can I have a
gonna-
chat with Javier?
Well, we're still inside the tavern at the minute.
Oh, you
Oh,
want
yeah.
you want to have a chat outside?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, what? Pearl, have you finished doing what you're doing? Or
I pretty much. I was just gonna, stir it and just kind of say to Zakonis, like, I wouldn't drink this. That sounds really bad, but just, can you trust me?
We'll have a reason not to. Not
Great.
thirsty anyway.
Cool. Hopefully this won't kill someone. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my skirt.
I have high constitution.
Trying to give her like a raised eye, like, excuse me.
like, you
Are
just
you
told
trying
me
to
to trust
kill-
you, and now you're saying kill? What?
Right? Yeah.
You should
No,
kill
I'm sure.
yourself
I'm
now.
sure. I'm sure it's fine. It's a little experiment, and it should be harmless.
Should be. Oh, I like the sound of that. We are outside, right? I can't overhear
you guys are way away. Like,
Very good at healing if something goes wrong, though.
Oh yeah, let's make sure. Oh, I can't say that. Never mind.
yeah, you
Can't
guys
hear-
are outside if you want to have
Smash
a
cut to the veranda.
Okay,
So I'm taking a long, luxurious puff on my pipe and seem like I'm basically easing back into my day. A little bit of my social anxiety from earlier is starting to loosen up as I sit under the stars and disappear behind a wispy cloud of vapor.
That was alright. Yeah. Alright. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
evening time, so yeah, it's getting there.
Okay.
Well, well, Frost, it's my first time in Jackie Brana, but it's quite an impressive city.
Yeah, it is. I've been here before, but that must have been so long ago. And the city is, as you said, the scope of it is just so big. I don't actually remember any of these streets. It's been a while, but it's a beautiful city. Yeah. And especially the skyline is nice, especially at this time of day. The sun's about to go down.
So you say you've been to Jackie Brana before. So what brought you here last time you were here?
More jobs from the job board.
Of course, you do work hard.
Yeah, it is what it is. And then it does give me the necessary amount of stress. And I heard what you said at the market, and just making sure nobody else can hear. Just this is like a moment between me and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I heard
I'm
what you
still-
said, and not gonna lie, that does hurt a little bit, but I do get where you're coming from. Well, actually, when I said I don't smoke, that's not quite right. I sometimes smoke the devil's lettuce. I know it's a bit French.
At the mention of the word lettuce, I slightly tend to be like, going, "Oh no, lettuce again," and then I just slightly react, just only slightly.
And I get the reaction. Yeah. It's just hopefully I'll be one day able to convince you of my religion, but until that time, I've been smoking lettuce a lot longer than I've been eating lettuce.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to offend you earlier. I just you're so confident. I don't like to throw my weight around too much, and I just get a little uncomfortable sometimes with you're such an energetic chap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel I'm not like you. In some ways, I kind of wish I was. I suppose.
It's
to a degree
also hard for me, and that's mostly stress for me. That's why I also smoke then, and I drink a lot. I just get shit of my mind. But I had a very traumatic youth, especially, and I'm still not sure what happened to my father, who was an amazing man, and I have presumed he's dead. But I had to leave my home and on the run, had to teach myself everything, and then had to, work for a living. So I risked my life time and time again and just live out in the wild, hoping to live to see another day. Hopefully, maybe one day go back and take revenge. But yeah, it's been hard on me, and it's so much stress that I try to overcompensate because I don't want people to think that I'm weak after everything that I've been through. And the point is that, of course, we all at sometimes are weak, and that's okay. It's tough.
I'm sorry to hear that, and look, dads are complicated. I understand. I mean, I've not led your adventurous life, but I certainly,
I hardly remember.
Dads, let's leave it at dads are complicated.
Yes.
But just remember, you don't have to prove yourself to us. I mean, the fact that when Pearl's bag was stolen, you leapt into action with me, and I was impressed by that.
But sometimes it just, it feels like I'm going crazy. Bit of sane voice in my head, stuff like that.
Well, people have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life, and you just can't listen to them.
No, it's hard, especially when you're always on your own, isolated. Makes it worse. No friends, everything.
Well, I mean, I was a half elf boy in a human town, and it wasn't always easy to fit in, and occasionally maybe some of my experiments, some of my research got a little out of hand at times. Didn't make it easy to fit in, but you've got to be your own person. You can't worry too much about the thoughts of others, and maybe I need to remember that sometimes. If
I've been raised like that. My father was James Terriers. I don't know if you're familiar, but he was a high-ranking officer at the time where I came from. And people just always expected me to live up to his legacy, and still
I know how that feels.
I've been chasing that, and it's.
I
know I shouldn't.
As you guys are talking, you feel this little breeze, and you see the tavern door sort of open and close, and you feel sort of a little tingle, but you don't see who or what.
Come on. No perception check, anything?
Nope.
Any traces left behind?
Nope.
So, well, I think Janeville feels better about this this little deep and meaningful that's been had on the veranda with Frost. Feels a little bit more. Feels just generally more relaxed across the board with his company, with his having had his first pipe of the pretty much the whole day, and it's like just frustrated. So should we take our? I need another. I'm going to need another cider. Although I suppose we've got that tea waiting for us. Should we head back in and meet up with the rest of the group? The landlord's got to be here soon.
Yeah, I should hope so. We've been spending yesterday and today waiting.
Well, there we go. We sidle back into the tavern
Cool, cool, cool.
and make our way back to the table.
Zakonis and Pearl, you guys have been waiting in here while these guys have been outside. What have you been doing?
After being given given instructions not to drink the tea, Draconis proceeds to not drink the tea. Anything that shows up, he kind of looked for a minute. He's like, oh, maybe they'd calm me down. No, he's.
So, so as Pearl and I didn't kind of actually arrange any sort of plan, and I'm presuming now there are 4 steaming hot mugs at our respective positions around the table.
Just pouring it out as you guys are coming back in.
Okay. I feel like what Javian would assume that somehow Pearl has only treated Frost's mug
Oh no.
with the tea bag, rather than putting it in the entire jug, and then we all just sit there and don't drink anything and wait for him to drink it.
I heard an oh no.
So I feel like my character would be like, while feeling a little bit conflicted about the fact that we've had this nice little heart-to-heart, and now I'm kind of about to be an accomplice in roofing my quest partner with an unknown tea bag.
There's such a heart-to-heart. Right?
I feel a bit conflicted, but I also I probably credit Pearl with a little bit too much surreptitious skill, and I go, so I raise my piping hot mug, and I look around the table, but I'm mainly looking at Frost, and so, well, good day everybody, and I kind of just to Frost in a kind of, in particular with my tankard, my piping hot tea.
Yeah.
And do you drink it?
Well, do you raise? I'm waiting for you to drink with me. So it's like, do you raise your mug?
I'll raise my mug.
Cheers, because we've got a bond now that I'm about to destroy.
Yes. But did you treat the jug or not? Because you said when we left you had to like have it wait a bit, simmer a bit, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's stewed and been poured.
More sense.
Yeah, it's stewed and been poured, and it's in all of the cups now.
And I raise my cup and cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
And me and Frost proceed to have a slurp. And as I take my slurp, my eye drifts across to Pearl.
Pearl is just okay. I'm actually going to finally turn my camera on now. Pearl's just looking at you like, careful, it's hot. And she's just like, oh shit. Like mentally, like she doesn't.
She's
just mentally like, oh.
What is this flavor?
I pick up on the look on Pearl's face. I have drunk some, but not as much as Frost. Frost is obviously, I presume, enjoying his tea. I kind of like dribble out what I can, but I have definitely got some in my mouth.
I notice it's weird taste. Can I roll perception for any strange feelings occurring?
No.
No, that's a shame. Can I roll
no, this shit's happening.
What I will tell you...
You agreed to this.
What I will tell you is both Jay and Frost, the tea tastes really fucking good. Like, really fucking good. Like, this is some...
Okay.
It's just weed tea.
It's just great. Yeah, it's just a great tasting... Imagine like an Earl Grey, but just like a little bit fruitier.
Okay.
A little bit like,
okay,
yeah.
so in that case, I lean into Pearl and go, Did you do the whole jug? I mean, this is really good.
That's how you make tea. You put it.
Okay. Well, I guess we're all going to be relaxed. I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I tend to put pleasure before caution. so I continue to drink the tea.
Okay.
I must say, guys, I'm feeling a bit sleepier. Do you mind if I have the bed tonight, Javier?
You're getting an early one?
Yeah, I think I should probably head to bed.
Well, we've all had quite a day. I mean, we can take this meeting. We can catch you up in the morning, let you know what goes down.
And I don't know if I can determine this, but I think it would be pretty funny if instead of just walking up the stairs, I just collapse now with my head first on the table.
I mean,
the remaining tea.
Did you drink all of the tea?
I drank the entire cup.
You drank the whole cup?
Yeah, because it was so good.
All right, you can start. You can like start falling asleep at the table as you're saying, "I'm gonna go to bed." Yeah. So Frost is asleep at the table, I guess, guys.
Okay. What?
Face first on the table, knocks over the rest of the tea.
I am going to. What effects does this have on me, O Dungeon Master General?
If you do get a bit sleepy.
Okay.
But you feel like maybe if you don't sleep, this could be really good.
Okay, right. I'm going to ride. Yeah, no, that is a very JVL move. So, yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to enjoy my tea then.
Pearl's still just like blowing the steam off the top of hers, just not sure whether to taste any or not. She's now really conflicted.
Of all the people to secure illicit tea bags and spike the group, I wouldn't have seen it being you.
I find it hilarious that Pearl has left her little seaside town and her little like cave and her family for this super innocent life, and one of the first things she does when she gets to the big city is drug someone.
And drug a stranger.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to change her alignment from neutral good to chaotic good.
That's just hilarious to me.
Nobody
she wants to have fun,
but
and she wants Frost to calm the fuck down so he doesn't get in trouble.
as Javen sort of decides to have a good time with his tea, Cleaver comes over and just smells this hot water tea drink that you're drinking, and he just like gives you a knowing smirk and says, "You're gonna have a good night," and then walks away.
Is JV? Hasn't he
I'm
had
reassured.
the exact same amount as I did?
This ain't my first rodeo, son.
I've had 7 letters though.
Hal's just gonna like dip the end of her tongue in her tea, just like.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that is good.
Okay. Yeah.
I just
it
wake
tastes
up
really
in the middle
good.
of the night sober.
What's Zakonis up to during all of this? I'm fascinated to know.
Well, once he sees Frost kind of getting a little tired and groggy after pounding it down, kind of looks at the entire group, thinks to himself, "What kind of strange," and just I can't read this group. I one moment I trust them, and then. Now they've drugged someone, and I assume he's okay. He looks like he's breathing. Kind of looks at him. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's good. He's good. Kind of looks at Pearl.
Strong tea. What kind of tea is that?
I have no idea. Calming tea. That's all I know. Wasn't sure how strong it would be, but that's quite strong, huh? And she just like looks over at Frost and just kind of pokes his shoulder really gently.
Is this tea common from where you're from?
No. I got this from one of the market stalls.
I lean in and go, I'm not familiar with this type of tea, but it does remind me of a couple of things. It's pretty good.
It does taste nice.
Oh. Bear with me. You keep carrying. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
I think I would like to. I know I said I'd top off Frost's canteen, but I don't think he's. Looks like he's having a little rest. I would like to.
And I come back to life for like 3 seconds before collapsing back again. With some wild dreams. Get away.
You okay? Oh, okay. He's fine. He's fine.
Never-reducing tea.
I say, well, if there's still a bit left, I'll probably have a little top off of this after the meeting. But does anybody mind if I pop a little in my jug? And okay, so I am going to, if that's all right, use whatever's left over in the tea jug. I'm gonna pop it in my alchemy jug.
Real quick.
I'm gonna save a little Sanson for later, albeit an iced variety.
So let me just tell you guys now that Jay is in it and Frost has passed out. This is basically just really strong edibles, but tea version.
Yeah, I figured.
This is just
Weed tea.
Yeah, this is just really strong edible like weed tea. Yeah.
And I have enough experience with these things to know that while I will have some more, I'm not going to quaff the whole jug right now. I'm gonna see how long it takes to ride this out. I'm a reckless but experienced. So yeah, I'm gonna top off the jug with the remainder.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
You can, yeah. That's all good. I'm going to just do a quick break because I really need the toilet.
Yes, no
How do
problem.
I should have done
I just
it.
went. Also,
I should have done it earlier, but I forgot. I'm sorry. Everyone, next time, just remind me an hour and a half in to do a break, and we'll do a break. But yeah, we'll go for a break. Frost is passed out on the table. J. Veal has acquired a larger amount of this tea.
yeah, maybe it's like racial resistances to this. The fact that I'm a human and that Javiel might have sampled some potions or artificial
Hey, not
shit
only
he's
humans are affected by weed.
No, but possibly just less so, because it does not make sense. Because I've said I've smoked devil's lettuce now.
Yeah, no, but this is like really
Real
strong, and you downed
yeah.
the whole cup of tea.
I get that. But so did Javiel, didn't he? Or
No,
David?
Jay did a sip. Jay did a sip.
A little step.
Well, I'll just be pinging then, I guess.
But yeah, let's go for a break.
I'll have a nice trip.
I'll be, let's say, like 5 minutes.
Okay, see you at 5.
Okay.
Wait.
Survive.
Real quick, I will probably have to leave to go to my physical therapy.
Okay, so
I'll
Nice.
check and see if you guys are still on later. Or I don't know if you guys want to, or you can continue without me. Absolutely, I understand
Yeah.
that. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. Do me. You won't do me wrong.
I mean, yeah, if you want to say like you just go and have like a nap in the room or whatever, then you can do that.
Yeah, he's kind of going into recluse mode. You know, maybe he'll stop him from completely winding down and like going back to trust no one again. So, and then it kind of, you know, those words kind of spoke to him a little bit. It's like, oh, you know, like these guys haven't done anything to me, and when we did work as a team, it did.
Very good team. You fucking drugged me. Unbelievable.
Well, I wasn't a part of that.
I'll never forgive you now.
That wasn't Zakonis, so you know.
Yeah, I don't know what. I
I
didn't stop him.
I don't know
but
that.
also,
I don't know that. I've been outside. I don't know what happened while I was gone.
No. Only
I
Jay
can't-
and Pearl
Yeah.
know what has happened to you.
yeah. that's kind of his thought process now. He's just kind of pulled back a little bit. He's not fully distrusting.
Did we not have
And,
2 of these?
Yeah, he's definitely just like, oh, this innkeeper better have some amazing information about these eggs for me to
I'll
stick
get the
around
eggs.
here and watch this. Oh yeah, those are a thing.
Right, back in 2.
Yeah. Let's, go for a
I'll
break.
entertain chat again without Zoe sending me to the corner again.
Okay, alright, I'll be back in 5, guys.
So, chat, what do you want to do? What should we change about the stream? No, nothing. You heard nothing. Nothing. You will not. I will not go to the corner. You can't make me, actually. I don't know how to entertain chat today. I have nothing. You'll have to talk to Face, because I don't know about that, but yeah, probably. I'm too lazy to do anything about it. I don't mind my left shoulder being, my left shoulder being frost, and the rest of my body is jovial. That's fine. That's how it be. Sometimes your body's just half and half. There's people like that, probably not, but there could be. I am half your body now. I could be more. Let's see, I can move it this way. It's back, half back. Yeah, that's easier to kill then. Yeah, now I'm full jovial. There's no more frost. There's a hand, look. I don't even know if that shows up. Hi guys, I'm Jovial Whitebeam, and today I'll be playing your local artificer, half elf. But you prefer the front? You want to see the back? Spinny chair. Let's take some more distance. No, definitely. Some OnlyFans shit, just Javen's back. I don't think I'll be moving a lot, so I'll just be wearing this just because I can. I should really clean this thing. Ah, Face is back. Good, now you can take over the stream again. Don't know, headset, right. If you've never given a backwards hug. Now you're all set up again, Face? I think it's only actually this time it went pretty well until Zero left with the player slots.
Yeah. I think you can set up Discord and OBS so your cameras don't switch around when people stop broadcasting video. That would be great. That would be perfect if I could do that. Amazing. They are Twitch are adding the guest feature.
Oh right, I think you're muted in the call still, Face, so I can't actually hear you because the stream is muted.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, now I can hear you. Because I couldn't before.
Did someone say hydration?
Everyone, hydrate!
I've already had a lot.
To answer your question from earlier, Arcanon, it's the shadow my key light shadow from my microphone that occasionally plunges me into darkness. That and a slight chemical imbalance in my brain.
It's a fun one though, fun balance.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, if you guys like the campaign so far, consider donating so everyone can afford Tillspire. We can do that. It's not my stream.
Yeah,
but
guys. If you do want the production value to be upped, then consider just donating some money. You know.
Yeah, it's because Zero is out of Discord chat right now.
Yeah.
Zero said he'd buy it, right? So I already got it too.
Zero's already getting it regardless of what happens with the campaign.
So, how much is
I
it?
was just responding to Dark Clutch.
Yeah.
£40, and then we need custom. Well, we could get custom minis.
Don't need it.
We can get 5 for
If we can hit the Dungeons and Donos goal for everybody to get Tailspire out.
Javen,
I'll do a back reveal.
high five, Javen. Come on, we can do it. We're in the same screen now.
Javen got back, and he cannot lie.
This is right. Do I go push further? High five, Javen. Come on. On stream.
Wrong way.
Oh, it's because it's reversed on here, isn't it? Oh, hang on a sec, that's counterintuitive. I'd never be a weather person. No. There we go. Oh, no! There we go.
Fucking high five. Yeah, hell yeah. Good enough.
I promise I'm better at them in real life. Marginally.
Yeah, I think it counts.
That's how all of my high.
This tea has gone straight to my head.
I shouldn't even be awake right now.
yeah. Go on, method acting.
Yeah.
Actually, if you want to see that, I have a chair that goes pretty far backwards, so...
There you go. Cross is asleep.
I was kind of waiting for the feet to come flipping up for like for a fail out. Come on, just for the clips.
No, how far back this is already. That's scary as fuck.
Okay, so we're all back.
I can lie.
Yeah.
I should probably first drive, then
What?
turn.
One faked America's Home Videos, Funniest Home Videos clip, and we could probably pay for Tailspire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Take one for the Team Frost.
There's my feet. This is scary as shit.
That's a good core exercise.
Yeah.
Oh, I could probably. Well, it's more
That's
like
very close
if
to
I
the
did
like
it on the
standard
ground-
Pilates pose.
If I did it on the ground, it wouldn't be so scared.
The old reverse plank.
Okay, I'll just fucking lie on the floor, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
If I share a screen, will that sort out your alignment from.
It might do.
Because
Right.
Might do.
This is the advantage of having a wireless headset, boys.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, let's do a core exercise. How long can I hold it?
Yeah, do it.
Until Zero comes back. It will be here a while. Okay, actually, I can't hold that for very long. I can
You need to
plank,
come to
I can
Dandy's
plank,
streams
I
more.
can-
Do
Yeah.
Pilates with us. It's great fun.
Oh god, it doesn't sound like fun at all.
It actually is. It's not always Pilates. Sometimes it's just like half an hour of stretching, which feels really good.
until you pull a hamstring, and then you're like, oh, this doesn't.
Yeah. I've definitely pulled muscles because I didn't stretch enough before. The other week I had to just completely sit out of the cardio session because my cramps were too bad and I was just
This is a decent
couldn't
plank,
I
right?
couldn't do cardio while dealing with cramps. It was too much.
See me plank?
But the rest of the workout was great.
What's happening? Jay, are you sharing a screen?
I am just about to. Yeah.
Good enough.
There we go.
That's my core exercise for the day.
Now you're Frost. Frost is Pearl. Pearl is Zakonis.
Oh boy.
And
That's
This makes more sense given the alignment.
it's all good. It's all good. It's better than having half a camera, I guess, in the other camera.
We just opened the Damon Ritus and all swapped fucking souls.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna be an innocent, still drugging people bard.
Zakonis
I can do
has. I'm gonna say Zakonis has carried Frost up to the room to go to bed
I might as well leave, I believe. I don't know if
because
I'm gonna wake up.
Frost is asleep still.
Maybe I wake up if he drops me off the stairs or something.
That feels like a Zakonis thing to do.
Yeah.
Is to-
Mm.
And
is,
I'll wake up and then I can play again.
Pearl and Jay, as Cleaver, as these guys like walk off, you see Cleaver come from the direction of the stairs,
I guess I'm gone.
and he comes up to you and says,
Just hit me up in the back.
the owner's back now. I've just had a chat with him. I just saw two of your mates. Is your mate all right? Did he maybe have a bit too much tea?
I think he'll be fine. He just needed to take a load off for a bit. I think.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the owner's back now. If you want to go and see him, he's upstairs in his office.
Absolutely. Okay, so Pearl, should we go and have a chat, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, so is Beakleaver leading the way, or are we heading up there ourselves?
Yeah, he'll just take you up there. I don't have the thing for this.
Okay, that's fine.
But
As he's leading us, Pearl's just gonna like hand him the rest of the tea that's in her cup because she didn't drink it all. Just be like, "Do you want the rest of this?"
that is very fair. Yeah, so he takes you upstairs to meet the owner, and he is he's basically my self-insert character. It's me. I'm the owner. Hello, everyone. It's just me in D&D. But yeah, you see, it's not actually me. It is Face, the
Do
owner
the voice.
and
Do the
proprietor.
voice.
His Face doesn't have the voice.
Do the voice.
No, the voice will come out. Don't you worry. The voice will appear at some point. But yeah, Face is not quite a tiefling, not quite a dragonborn, maybe something in between. He looks very human, but has also very dragon-like features. He's got purple hair, horns coming out of his head like a dragon would. He seems pretty friendly. Doesn't seem
What's
that
his-
special.
What's his office like? What's this?
The office is it's quite a nice office. You know, the Haggleslag Tavern is quite widely known. So it's got a nice office. He's got a nice big desk in the middle of the room. Some statues around, some bookcases, a couple of little plants. He's got a little table with a big map of the country on one side of the room, and a little chest just locked down in the corner. Yeah, it's a nice room. There's a couple of torch stands. You know, it's looking nice in there. You'd expect something a bit maybe sloppier for someone that looks like him, but it's a nice office, yeah.
Well, I tend to leave my presumptions about other races to Pearl.
Hey, don't put that on Pearl. That was me being an idiot. Pearl's a good girl.
So I take a step towards the desk. I say, sir, I want to thank you for taking the time to see us. Your compadre, Beakcleaver, your talented bard, Beakcleaver, said that you're a well-travelled man, and we've come from myself, my friend Pearl here, and our party have come from far and wide, in search of information.
Okay.
We've come across an artifact that none of us can explain, and with your experience, with your worldly knowledge, we were hoping you might be able to offer up some information.
Well, I mean, yeah, we've both travelled quite a lot, me and Cleaver. We've been around, you know. We've seen some things. I'm sure he probably could have done this himself. He seems a bit like Cleaver could have just told them this and not bothered me about it, but he's clearly just like he just doesn't want to do any like work or whatever. He just wants to fuck around.
To be fair, Cleaver's actually managed to rack up quite a lot of business for this tavern by keeping us here for 2 days.
Now
we've put quite a lot of money over the bar.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Face and Cleaver, you know, they've been together for a long time, and they're just sort of like they're friends, but they're just like, oh my fucking, he could have just done this himself, you know. So yeah, he seems a bit exasperated by it, but he's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see if I can help you. What's up?
I sense the get to the point vibes, and I dig into my rucksack and pull out my egg. I came across this egg in I think it was lightning. Yes, I think it was lightning that brought me my egg, wasn't it? Yes, a bolt of lightning deposited this egg right in front of me, straight from the heavens, and my party have all been gifted these eggs from sources unknown.
I see.
Have you ever come across anything like this before? Have you ever heard about anything like this before?
He sort of turns to Pearl. He says, "You have an egg as well?"
Yeah. And she digs it out of her bag, and she holds it out. She's like, "Mine kind of fell out of the sky. It got really windy, and it just kind of rolled up to me.
Rolled up to you?
It was really creepy. Yeah.
Okay.
In the middle of the very dark woods. My torch went out. It was scary.
That does sound scary to me. We'll give you that one.
Our partners have similar eggs that came to them under similarly mysterious circumstances, and they appear to be drawn to each other.
They vibrate.
They vibrate? Jay, did you give him the egg? Or are you still
I've not handed in the egg. I am, because I still don't know this cat, so I'm keeping hold of it for now. I just want to gauge his reaction.
Okay. He says, well, I'm gonna need to inspect them. And he like holds out his hands.
I slightly nervously look at Pearl, but I tentatively offer out my egg for him to inspect.
Okay. He takes it in his hand, in his left hand, and sort of holds it and like weighs it up. Sort of has a little look, and he says, sort of gestures towards Pearl. And says, "Right, hold yours as well."
Okay. She just very carefully hands it over. Like, doesn't really want to let go of it, but she just does fidgets with her hands.
Okay. And he sort of like, you can sort of feel them vibrating because they're kind of close. Puts them closer and closer and closer. And as you see the eggs getting closer, they sort of start to shimmer and like swirl. They get some colourful patterns on the shell and sort of start to vibrate, and he's sort of really holding on to them now because they're vibrating, and the magic is sort of forming and like becoming one bubble around the two eggs, and there's like little sparks in between the eggs that are going off, little like bright pink and blue sparks, and as the eggs touch, this bubble sort of pops into a perfect sort of sphere bubble, and the eggs stop vibrating and hold them bubble. Okay, what do you guys do? He's sort of just holding the eggs in this bubble.
I'm kind of transfixed by this phenomenon. It's not a phenomenon I've seen before. I've seen my fair share of kind of low to mid-level magics and optical illusions, and yet this one is new to me, and I'm kind of almost hypnotized by it. But I do step closer to inspect this shimmering bubble, even more closely.
As you step closer, he says, "Don't touch it! Do not touch the bubble."
Why not?
This chaos magic, and we don't know what will happen if you pop it. You have to let me release the spell, and then we can talk, okay?
Okay.
And
Good job I gave Frost that tea.
I know, right?
One more time.
Chaos
what
is
was
his middle name.
It's just,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
just the mention of the word chaos, and Frost is like, "Hello, you rag."
Not without me.
Yeah, kind of like that.
so after he says that, he sort of is standing there, and the bubble sort of just does a reverse. It starts to split and form around each egg separately, and then be pulled back into the eggs.
So what would happen if you brought all four together? That's the question.
And he says, "I know what these are. I don't know how you got them, and I'm hoping that you have them for a good reason. These are Chaos Dragon eggs. There's only 4 left in the world, and nobody's seen any Chaos Dragons in over 1,000 years.
Whoa.
I would suggest that you guys either try to get rid of these, or you can get stronger and try to tame them. Because I'm not trying to insult you guys, but you guys don't look very strong. and these things are usually, they should be in some strong hands. I can tell you where to get more information about them, and hopefully they can help you. You guys seem like good guys, so I'm gonna try and help you. I don't want you to get rid of them. There's only 4 left in the world. I can't take them, but I feel like you two seem good. You two seem good. So I'm gonna help you here. Should go visit my old tiefling friend in Genlisle. He can give you more information about these eggs, but be very careful to not let all 4 of these eggs touch. Don't let any of the eggs touch without supervision. Just don't let any of them touch, okay? No touchy. No touchy.
No egg touchy.
No touchy. No touchy, because you don't know what's gonna happen if they do. Okay, so no touchy.
I understand. Thank you for your help. What's your friend's name? Where can we find them? I mean, obviously in Genlisle, but where? Yeah.
His name is Duchnen.
Duchnen.
Yeah, Duchnen.
I'm going to spend all week trying to work out what the second half of that pun is, but there we go.
Yeah.
Duchnen, yeah.
But yeah, he's very old and knowledgeable. He knows more than anything, more than anyone that I've ever met about Chaos Dragons. So I will let him know to help you, give you some guidance, because this could be very good for us, the whole world, or it could be very bad. So just be careful, okay? I'm trusting you guys on this one.
Thank you for the information. I'm presuming we can count on your confidence. You pointed it out. Okay, maybe we're a little green in this adventuring lark. I feel it'd be best for everyone if this was kept between us.
Oh yes, 100%.
Oh, come on.
I will never tell anybody about these eggs, because otherwise I'm pretty sure bad things will definitely happen if word gets out about these. And I mean, eventually it will anyway, and you'll see that. But hopefully by then you guys will be ready.
Well, thank you again. Our friends are one of our friends is a little worse for wear. We'll probably stay the night and then make our way in the morning.
Okay.
I'm presuming that will be okay with you.
Yeah, of course.
We
Of course,
can
you're
fill
welcome to
them
stay.
in when they wake up.
Just don't let them touch. No touchy.
No touchy.
No touchy.
Just hypothetically,
No touchy.
if they accidentally touched, what would happen?
No touchy. No, we don't know. Could be anything. Chaos
Okay.
magic. And it's
Okay.
these unborn chaos dragons are very unpredictable in their magic. So just don't let them touch. That's
Okay.
best for 'em.
Egg no touch.
Yeah. I mean, it could, something really good and cool could happen, but it's not.
Or the entire world could be destroyed in a big explosion.
Yeah, I just, for some reason, I remember it was this old crazy guy. I'm gonna tell you guys a story just to just to make a point here, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys about this guy who I saw him in a tavern far away from here. It was a different world, and he had this look on his face that he just couldn't get something off his mind. And I was like, what's up with you, man? What's up with you? And he said, they shouldn't have crossed the streams. You should never cross the streams. Just You can't. No, don't cross the streams. Terrible things will happen. And that always stuck with me. So I'm going to tell you guys now. Don't cross the
I'm the
streams.
keymaster. Well, thank you. That's been invaluable. Before we leave, do you happen to know anything about the Gimbits family in Genlisle?
Gimbits. Yes.
The Gimbits. Do you know them at all?
I've not had any dealings with them. Their family. They own a mine in Genlisle. They're a noble, wealthy family. I've not really had any dealings with them other than they're kind of known around the major cities. So that's all I can give you, really.
Okay. And very last thing, because you've been so helpful so far. You seem to know this area incredibly well. Have you ever seen this symbol before? And I look around for something to scribble on. Is there anything I can scribble on, or is there a dusty corner I can draw in my finger, Stargate style? Anything like that? Can I make a mark in any way at all?
I mean, you are an artificer, so you can just touch a small object and make an image appear on it.
Oh, I forgot I could do that. Okay.
Can I also come in like later and wake up suddenly because of this feeling that I still had to go somewhere?
I mean, yeah. If you want to wake up, you can wake up.
Yes. I'll wake up and I'll barge in while Jay will.
You cannot barge in. The door is magically sealed.
Can I knock at the door then?
Yeah, you knock at the door and Face says, "Who is it?"
Frost.
Frost. Who's Frost?
Oh, JVL and Pearl there. We were supposed to meet with you, and I've been drugged.
I shoot a panic look at Pearl.
After
I should have made that
a
to
heart to
stronger.
heart, I would not have expected you to do such a thing.
I mean, you're not in the room yet. You're
Yeah,
like
I'm just
shouting through the door.
Because I'm angry.
I just look at you guys.
There's muffled catawampus coming from outside.
Face is just looking at you guys like, what's happening right now? Why is this guy knocking on the door?
I hastily say, I'm sorry. It's our friend. We'll go and talk to him. But before we go, have you ever seen this symbol before? And I touch his desk and summon a representation of the five-headed circle that I saw in the office of Bife Oakle just earlier that day.
Yeah, he says Dukenan will be able to tell you more about this. I've seen it around. I know of it, but I don't think I should be the one to give you this information.
I understand. Well, thank you. We should probably go and deal with our friend.
Yes, maybe you should. He doesn't seem very happy. And yeah, he lets you out of the room. Just opens the door and you guys can.
Frost,
you're up.
Yes.
Pearl's just like bracing herself for getting shouted
what
at.
this shit does with you when you have demons to deal with. When you're drugged, the fucking panic, nightmare, sweating. Do you know how fun that was? I can't believe
It was supposed to be a calming tea.
you
I'm
were
sorry.
in on it, Pearl. Of all the people to do this,
It was
I
a
would
calming
not-
tea.
Calming tea, my ass. Look what it did.
It was a calming tea.
Frost, I put my hand in the shower. Frost, look, Pearl's from outside of town. She doesn't know the big city ways. Not like you. Not like to a lesser
Pearl,
degree
I can
me.
forgive, but after what we had outside, I can't believe.
To be fair, I'm
I
gonna
thought you'd
say
appreciate
now.
something to take the edge off.
I'm gonna say now.
It seemed
that
like
this was marketed to Pearl as just like a tea to help people sleep. That's all it was
Yeah,
marketed
but I
to her
didn't hear that
as.
because I tried
No.
to get in on it.
But I'm
That's
just gonna.
not true.
I'm just saying that just so there's no confusion later or
Okay,
anything.
okay.
I'm just clearing it up.
But it was
Did you-
fake.
Did you get a good sleep? I mean,
No.
seemed like
I had but I had some dreams that reminded me of some stuff. And if you if the owner of the Hagelslag Tavern would still allow me to, I'd like to ask him a couple of questions just before I have this discussion with you, because he's a busy man, and possibly he has still time now because he made that time for you, and he might not later, might be gone again.
Okay, well, I'm going to say, well, Frost, we've got some really useful information. I want to share with you. But if you have your own conversation to have, that's entirely up to you. But we'll see. Pearl, should we head back to the room? Do you want to head back downstairs? Well, back to the room.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Frost, we're heading back to the room. I'm sorry about earlier. We really did. We thought it'd help. I'm sorry. I promise we won't do anything like that again.
The lady at the market told me it was just a calming tea. Well, I mean, next time I'll tell you. I have another bag.
Right.
But next time I'll tell you before I give it to you. I just thought that maybe you needed some calming tea because you seem very angry a lot of the time.
But you just poured my entire cup with this tea that was probably magically enhanced to make it so tasty you'd want to drink it all in one go. Proceeded to drink it all in one go.
Okay, I only had the tiniest sip and I managed to keep my restraint, so let's not deflect
I wasn't
from
aware
problems
it was
of
fucking,
excess.
I wasn't aware that I had to stop. For you, that was a reason to still believe, maybe I should slow down a bit.
I understand you're angry, Frost, but knowing when to stop is something we all have to learn in our own time, in our own way, and
Had I known what was inside.
To be fair, Frost didn't know that it had anything.
yeah, no, but we're desperately trying to dig our way out of this situation. Well, I understand you need to calm down, and I promise we won't use tea to do that in future, and we're heading back to the room. If the proprietor will speak to you now, that we'll speak to you later and catch you up on what was said.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Hi. She just shuffles away real quick.
I'm torn. I look kind of at Frost and at Pearl, and I just get out of dodge. I follow Pearl.
Complex relationship. All right, I head in. Or
Awkward.
I knock at the door again. Yeah, I knock at the door again.
And when you knock on the door, a little thing just pulls back, and you just see an eye at the door.
And I just like,
what's up?
I fall back a little bit because I'm like shocked. Just suddenly an eye. I'd like to talk about some things. I heard you have information about a lot of places in the world. There's one particular place I might want to know something more about. This is not something that my friends know about, but something I would like to discuss, if you have the time, of course.
They were your friends. Those guys.
So, they were my friends, yes.
Do you have an
And
egg?
They were here, yes. So I
Can you let me see the egg?
I'll let you see the egg.
Alright, okay.
Can I roll perception to see if there's anyone else? Because I'm not doing this. So I'm
You're still outside. You're still outside the door. If you let me see the egg, I'll let you in.
Right?
Okay. Alright, I'll let you in.
I show him
Okay.
the egg. I show him the egg. And I mean, does he want to know still how I got my egg? Because of the.
How did you get this egg?
So I was camping outside as I usually do because I have no home. Long story. Not important. And it was just suddenly appeared on my campfire, and after extinguishing it, the flames. It felt like the egg itself was made of flame. It was still very hot even after having doused it with ice cold water.
So this egg just
It
appeared in
the
your fire.
flame. Yes.
Disappeared in the.
Yes.
Sounds about right. Chaos Dragon.
It's all pretty weird, if you ask me. I heard how the other eggs appeared. What was it? One fell out of the sky, one came with a lightning bolt, and the other was just found in the forest, something like that. Yeah, we all four of us have an egg, but that is not what I want to discuss right now.
I see, and it gives you back the egg. What did you want to discuss?
Can we go into the room and close the doors?
Yeah, we're already.
Okay. So I call myself Frost, but a long time ago I was known as Jack Terriers. I hail from a land a village called Alteria up in the mountains, covering the Fortress of the Cold.
Yeah, I know.
Have you heard about James Terriers?
I know James, yeah. I mean,
I
I've heard about it.
was forced to flee from my home. I'm just wondering if you know about his reputation. Like, among a certain group of people, he's very well known, but those that are not
I mean,
familiar with the
Face has
area-
been there. Face has met him.
Yeah.
Face knows. Yeah, Face.
So, but it's probably a long time ago then, since it's desolated now. Have you ever been to Alteria in recent years?
Not recently, no.
When I was about 7 years old, the place was burnt to ash. Only the castle remains, overtaken by some necromancer. Everyone in the village turned into walking zombies, and as a 7-year-old, that's quite traumatizing. But what must have been the most traumatizing of all was my father, who forced me through the back door of our home, holding off the zombies. But I've never actually known what become of him, and I'm still searching to this day. I've scouted the area in my later years, but never have I seen any signs of life, nor seen his corpse. I've even been into your home, sneaked into your home, which almost got me killed. There was nothing to find of him, no trace, like he was just... He might not have died. I just want to know, have you heard anything about James Terriers? If he's alive, whereabouts, what would have happened to him?
Sorry, can't help you. I think maybe should go back
Pour
there.
his heart out.
Any leads, anyone that
If-
might know anything more about Alteria as in its current state?
It's a big world. I have no idea. I think if you want to find out, what I would suggest to you is maybe get a bit stronger, so there's no danger for you, and go investigate, see what's up. I don't think there's going to be many people in this world that wouldn't help you unless you were paying them, you know. And I feel like
I can't loosen your lips, can I? This is something
there's
I'm not
nothing for me to
supposed
tell you. I have no idea. I don't
But
know.
I thank you for your time. So I have some discussion.
No worries.
This has to do with my friends.
Yep.
I don't know if you caught it, but they kind of drugged me just now, which didn't
Well,
quite
I'm sure it was
appreciate.
just a harmless drug.
Well, if you still have the nightmares and demons to deal with, then yeah, it might not be physically hurt, but it is stressful.
Yeah.
Yes, so yeah.
I can imagine.
Harmless drugging.
All right then. Well, thanks for popping
Dude, I
in.
wish someone would harmlessly drug me like that just to make me go to sleep and for
Thanks.
no other reason.
Yeah.
Actually sleep for once, get a decent night.
Just take melatonin is what I always do. Alright, so
Sleepy gummy bears.
do I assume that everyone else is asleep again in the room?
Well, those guys are in the room. What are you guys doing in your room?
It's Pearl. I do feel a bit bad about Frost. I mean, I think we had the best intentions, right?
Yeah, I mean, he does seem like he has a lot of pent up anger that I don't think he knows how to get it out in a way that's not going to get him in trouble.
Did you see how he tried to burst into the office?
That's worrying.
I mean, we should have talked to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it was probably the smart thing to do, but I was talking to him out on the veranda, and it sounds like he's had a bit of a rough stretch. Maybe when he relaxes and opens up, he's an interesting guy. Maybe we should just take a bit more time to get to know him. I feel like we took a bit of a shortcut with the sleepy bags.
Yeah. I'm not used to dealing with people that are so angry. People are so chill where I'm from. Sometimes
well-
really, really sad, but then Maggie and Jed just kind of liven everyone up with alcohol, and then
I
I
think
sing, and then everyone's happy again.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. But if we're really gonna, did you hear? I mean, you heard what Faith said about these eggs. It sounds like we might be in for it a bit. I mean, I'm worried about these. He said chaos dragons.
Yeah,
I mean, I've
chaos can be fun though, right?
I mean, I've dabbled a little bit in just around the edges of those sort of magics, but this is way above my experience. I just feel like we're probably going to need to stick together a little bit more. I mean, he's pretty handy, and you know, the egg did choose him. If these are really chaos dragon eggs, then they picked us for a reason.
I mean, his egg did come to him in a fire, and he is very fiery with his personality, even though he's called Frost.
You're not wrong. Well, let's see if we can. Maybe we can make it up to him somehow.
What about that cake? Remember earlier I said about a cake? But not
Yeah.
laced with drugs.
I think he's on a lettuce diet. I don't know. I don't think he was on a lettuce diet when we met, but he seems to be on a passionate lettuce diet now. So maybe we'll keep maybe on our travels we'll keep an eye out for something.
What about a cake made of lettuce?
He'd love that. Okay, well that's what I'm going to be thinking about as I fall asleep tonight. Is how on earth you make a cake out of exclusively lettuce and I think water. I think water's okay as well, as far as I can
Okay.
gather. So a watery lettuce
no
cake.
Eggs,
Watery
no
lettuce.
eggs, nothing. Just
Or
Well-
or maybe even some lettuce biscuits. Maybe if you like form them in such a way and like leave them to like dry out in somewhere like cold.
Crispy
Then
lettuce biscuits.
Crispy lettuce biscuits. Just
I
something
fair game
different
with this
from like
beef, eh?
munching on leaves, you know?
I fair game with this be. Like, could I theoretically even eat?
Can eat lettuce
Lettuce
biscuits. And
How many
lettuce
how many lettuce biscuits do I need to eat over the next 24 days to be the strongest man alive?
Yeah, let me do.
I'll say if you make him a lettuce cake, it can count as 5 lettuces.
Okay,
Oh,
all
wow.
right.
That's a day's
Alright.
work.
We gotta figure out how to make it though.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah, yeah.
shit.
Well, that is what I'm going to be putting my artificer brain to this evening when we finally go to bed.
Anything including the word lettuce or the ingredient lettuce, fair game.
We are so me and
You
Pearl are
said
basically
devil's
just
lettuce was fine.
You can only have.
me and Pearl are basically in the room feeling bad
Yep.
at the moment. But also through Frost's actions, kind of vindicated. Like we feel bad about how we did it, but deep down we know we weren't wrong to do it.
Yeah.
Or maybe somewhat. Like Javen, you would know now.
Boss,
why,
are you back
why
at the
I
room
come back.
now?
No, I come back about when they are like done with their conversation. I assume. What is the most convenient? What is the most fun time for you for me to reappear?
I mean, they've had their conversation already, so you can appear
I feel-
after their
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like we covered what we need to cover. We've had our little moment.
I come in, slam the door, have like a deep sigh because I'm somewhat disappointed that one, in you guys, and two, in the fact that I still don't know anything about my father more.
How did it go in there?
I heard that I should maybe revisit a place once we get a bit stronger. Once I
Well, I
get
mean,
a bit stronger. But,
That's something, right?
well, I would have liked to know more about a certain individual in that place. I have long since left behind. But, alas, it seems that this is not something even our innkeep knows. Even our owner seems to know not much about him. Only old stories.
Well, I don't know how much he told you about the egg, but we have we have
practically
some stuff to share with you.
Yeah, you have to share.
It looks like we're in for a grander journey, a grander adventure than I think any of us had bargained for. And then the camera slowly pans up out the window over the roof of the Haggle Slag Tavern as we explained to Frost the exciting details of our conversation.
So
Perhaps there's a firelight in the background. It pans up to the stars.
Wait. Let me just open.
I know you're the storyteller, but like, what can I say? I had a vision.
Let me just
of a slow pull out.
A slow pull.
We can zoom back in for
Is that
another
your
scene if you need to, if that's what you need. But I just needed to paint that picture for a second.
I'm just
I
gonna.
had a vision of a slow pull-out.
Yeah.
Don't debase this.
Here we go. Look,
Let me be a director.
I'll do your.
Are you
camera
gonna do the slow pull out?
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
I'm so here for it. Recreate my shot. You can be my you can be my DOP now. There's no more DMs. There's just DOPs.
Nice 1 second.
So you guys are in the room, just explaining to Frost.
I am back. All right.
Yeah.
Explaining. That's the last bit I heard.
The sound.
The fire.
You're
The sound of
explaining
the
to
exposition
Frost.
fades, and you hear the crackle of distant fires.
Yes.
Oh, where's the?
The theme music swells.
And it just goes. Oh. Wait, we should make it fucking nighttime.
Where's
It's gonna
my
be
minifig?
nighttime.
You could place my minifig. Why am I not in the room?
You need a cityscape backdrop. That's what it really needs.
Yeah.
It's to see Dracubrana laid out in all its glory.
I will eventually probably make most of the city as a map.
I would not be surprised.
It would take so much effort from your PC to fucking render it all.
This is the office that you were in.
That I clipped into in the beginning of the stream.
I'm actually slowly turning up the music as you do this. You know that, right? In my cans.
Wait, why is my camera not working? Or have you turned it off on stream?
Oh no, it's because.
Should I stop my?
There we go. Yeah. All right. Tell your tale. Shouldn't be Pearl be the one to tell this? She's the bot.
We just sort of,
who knows? We're just creatively skipping
Okay.
exposition
yeah, we just exposition dumped and like we're
as we cut to next week on.
yeah we're fading to black.
Does that mean if it's next week that I've officially can skip 7 days of my lettuce diet?
Do you guys you guys are just gonna?
Should we not talk still about like the evening, like a little bit, just the exposition dump, or we
can recut in after the exposition dump if you've got
Yeah.
if you want to have a conversation.
Yeah, if you want to have that
guys.
conversation.
I just want to leave one thing. I'm still mad at you, JVL, for what you've done. I'm too exhausted right now to do anything about it because waking up was already a lot of effort anyway.
It was my idea.
Honestly, Frost.
But I would just ask you to not snore so much tonight. That's all. We'll just head to bed and we'll talk about it another time, please.
Well,
Try to
first,
keep it going.
I'm sorry again. There's not much I can do to control my snoring, but I have, with the benefit of that sweet heavy tea, I haven't been on the ciders as hard tonight, so I would anticipate it's going to be better for everyone. And I'm sorry again.
Fine.
Frost.
We really did have your best interest at heart.
Now
I
that
hope
you
hope you
have,
believe it.
now that you've woken up and you've been awake for long enough, you start to feel the beneficial effects of this tea. You sort of feel really relaxed, and your body is like, where it would usually be really tensed up, it's sort of like not tense anymore. You know, your body is actually fully being relaxed, and you think,
Is that just? Do
Maybe
I
this wasn't too bad.
conclude this is because of the tea or because of something else?
I mean, the only thing that you've done different is
Well,
the
I'm
tea.
quite angry now as well, which would probably
But-
energize me more.
You have also expressed your feelings, had
Yes.
some acknowledgement of those feelings, and some And I hope a
before
degree
I
of,
had the tea.
a closure with your
Before I had
adventure
the
of
tea,
friends.
Yeah, so can I really conclude this is the tea?
Yeah.
Over the tea. Maybe it's just a package. It's all a package.
It's placebo effect.
You've had a tea-fueled moment with your adventuring party. We see you.
I had
We
no
see you.
moment on the tea. I just instantly
Your
collapsed.
feelings are valid and heard.
Yes, yes. And who knows where the tea stops and the feelings start? But you're encompassed with a warmer glow than you've had for a while.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true Englishman.
Okay, so you guys all just chatting into the night and then eventually sleeping, I guess.
I think I just collapsed again.
just
Yeah.
just has an anger moment and then
I'll
zonks
fall into
again.
the bed. I said I asked if I could take the bed, right?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah,
you
I'd
can,
fall
you can
into the
sleep in
bed.
bed.
I don't even question it. I feel like he's it's the least we can do.
Deserves it.
It's down.
Yeah.
I just curl up on my bedroll on the floor again.
Can you turn the frost thing sideways again, facing Joel's
I closed it down.
just sideways.
You guys are all asleep. Pearl, as you're sleeping with this ring on, you have a dream that seems just like a random, mundane memory of the woman who gave you this ring. It is a memory of her hearing a voice and turning around and seeing someone that you recognize as Frost. And Frost is asking this woman for directions to the tavern. And as he's asking,
If you
woman-
need to do voiceovers.
the woman's saying, "Oh, I don't know," and this girl appears behind Frost and gives him directions to the tavern, and then once he's gone, she proceeds to help her grandmother across the street and take her home, and then, they sort of, "Oh, he was an odd fellow, wasn't he?" And then the granddaughter is like, "Yeah, but he seemed all right," and they sort of walk off. That's it. That's the end of the dream. It's just a memory from this old woman who gave you the ring.
But was it just a dream? Was it a vision? I feel like this already happened, right? This is how I got into tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Exactly
that.
how. No, you don't.
No, I as a player remember
Yeah.
that from the first session.
Zoe remembers. Pearl doesn't.
I know.
Pearl's asleep. She got no fucking clue what this dream's about, but I remember.
So you do remember something. So you were a racist with intent.
No. Listen, last year I had a uterus screaming at last week I had a uterus screaming at me the whole session, alright?
But by the way, guys, don't go back into the VODs looking for that weird chapter that Face wrote. That wasn't an in-game thing.
Yeah, that was.
Wait,
I
what's
didn't-
this? What's this fact?
We just had a never-ending carrot. That was.
Ah, right. Yeah. Something's poking into your back.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end it today. I'm gonna end it.
All right. I'll take 1 day of lettuce away from my